Hey guys, so today we are going to work on the beautiful dandelion puff. And so we're going to look at some images of dandelions, but we're going to also think about what it reminds us of. Maybe the snowflake or the stars we made with that radiating around the center. Radiating means that it comes up and goes all the way around, kind of like a bicycle wheel, right? With all the spokes. And you can make one dandelion puff, or you could make a bunch of them. And look at how we looked at the center of it. So it starts off with the stem and then the center, and from there we're going to put that puff, or as somebody told me, the seed. So let's get started with the drawing. And so one of the things is, do you want your dandelion to be still and quiet and full, or do you want to have some of those seeds blowing in the breeze? So you could start off with one that's straight, and you're going to make a parallel line because you don't want the stem to be too thin. Parallel line means that it runs right next to it. And at the top, a little circle, and that can be the center. And maybe you want your circle to be bigger. Maybe you could go get one and observe one. If you look really closely, they have all the little parts, those little holes where the seeds attach to. And now from there, let's try that radiating. I'm going to radiate top, side, side. I'll put one here near the bottom. It probably would overlap with this. That's okay. And I'm going to try to make them all about the same length. And I'm going to add some more that are the same length. So it's like when we did X and T for creating our snowflakes, right? X and T. And you can add as many as you want. I'm going to just show you those to start. I could make more. Would you like to see more? Let's go make more. I'm going to add one more here, one more here. I'm going to fit one right between all of them. Right between, same length, same length, same length. And right now that looks like the spokes of them. And now, oh, I think I had water on my hand. Now I'm going to add some shorter ones in between. Shorter ones in between. Really fill up that space. It's a beautiful start to a flower. Somebody in the other class mentioned it like fireworks. Such a smart observation. Thinking about how it looks, our world around us, how we see different things that start off with radiating patterns. Now, once I've done that, if you look closely at the end, they're going to look like little V's. So go, and that's again like the snowflake. Add your little V's to every little line. V, V, all the way around until you're finished. So you can add more, you can add less, whatever you like the looks of. And so if you really observe, if you have one in front of you, you're probably going to say, oh, it doesn't have just two hairs on the end. It has so many. Go add more. Go add more. Go add more. Those are the pieces that are going to fly away. And if you look really close, almost like you can see where the seed connects. It looks like a little hot dog shape, like a long oval, like this. I'm just going to add little ovals. I don't need to worry about adding them to each one. Just little long ovals like that. And then I could go add more, more, more. I could make them a little fluffier. Maybe they're going to remind me of a water lily. Remind me of a water lily. All around. See, I'm not being too careful. But look at how different it looks when I add a little bit more than just the V. Do you like that look? You can add as many as you want. As many of those little puffs. Now, what's your favorite thing about a dandelion puff? Well, my favorite thing is making a wish. Seeing a beautiful, perfect one and saying, it's time to make a wish. And so I'm going to show you how to have some flying in the air. If the breeze is blowing, look, you could add more, 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 more. As many as you want. They fill the whole thing. I could keep adding them all the way around. Once I'm done with this, I want to have a couple that look like they're floating through the air. Like somebody blew on it. There's one. It took off. Another one over this way. There's another one floating in the breeze. Maybe the wind picked it up. Looks like I should have another one here. Look around and see if you think you need some more in yours. I think I could fit another one here. You can add as many as you want in your drawing. You can draw it in white crayon or pencil, whatever you choose. So there, I feel like I need some more floating in the air. There we go. There's another one that's going to go like this way. Like it's almost flying in the sky. There we go. And if you want to write a lovely message, you could write your letters, but instead of just making it an M, maybe you want to make your M a little more grand. Oh, look at how I'm making that more grand. I curve the edges. Make a wish. Ooh, I even might make that look like a dandelion piece. Make a wish. Maybe this one's going to go, whoa, look at how it went and slid down there. Make a wish. And so you can add ones that look like they're straight, like this one's standing so straight. Look at how this one is bending, like the wind is blowing it. It's blowing in the breeze. You can do whatever you like. Now, let's take a look at the background. What color do you want to make your background? We had such beautiful sunsets lately. This reminds me of a beautiful sunset sky. I added a little green grass down below. Maybe I should have just left it the sky, but I kind of like the grass down there. Here, I went for blue with a little bit of purple. I even had some yellow dandelions down here. And here, I didn't go to the edge of my paper, but I made a frame by not coloring this end area. And somebody in the other class did this really interesting thing. She cut fringes. She cut little cuts all around the whole thing, so it looked like a beautiful fringed frame. So I'm just going to show you my next step. I probably would draw more than one, right? I feel like I might want to add one, or maybe I want to add something else. Maybe there's one over here. And maybe this one's bending, so it's a parallel line. And then I would go up. I forgot the circle. Over, 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 over. And I have a lot more details to do, so I don't want to spend too much time showing you. But what I would do for color is I might find my white crayon. If I can't find my white crayon, I'm going to use my white pastel. And I'm going to take my white oil pastel and I am going to, where are you, white oil pastel? Oh, there you go. I'm going to make some white all around. So I might make some white here and here. I may not cover all of it, but I'm going to just make some white all around. And I'm going to go along the edges. I'm going to make a zigzaggy kind of not so perfect outline. That will help keep the color that I'm going to make my background off of my dandelion puff. Now you can color it all white if you want in. I'm just going to leave it white because I love the beautiful design of my seeds. So now that I've made that, I'm going to give it, I don't know if you noticed, but if you check it out, it kind of looks a little brown, the stem. Maybe you'll notice another color. I'm going to make mine brown. And then I'm going to start deciding what color do I want my background. I'm going to start with, I think I'll go with the turquoise blue this time. And so watch what happens when I get close to the color. But look where I've made my border with the white oil pastel or the crayon. You see how it won't go really past there? It's like a little wall I put up. You see? You see where it stops? It's like, nope, 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 waterproof here. Don't come on in. And look at how it comes right there because I made that little puff of a line all around. And I probably would color the whole thing. Doesn't that make sense? And hey, maybe I don't want to just use blue. I'll use a little more blue. Color, color, color. Oops, you know what I forgot to? Here on the little seeds, I probably want to add some more white so that I don't go on top of them. I'm going to add some white here, here, and I'll show you what I mean when I go near it. Now when I get my blue there, let's see what happens. Oh, you see how it won't stick? It's like a little invisible shield around it. Little invisible shield. Won't stick to where I drew with my oil pastel. Now let's say I wanted to add a different shade of blue. Maybe I have a darker blue. I can blend it. Now maybe I don't want it to look so stripy. Sometimes I just take water and I blend the colors that way. Blend, 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 blend. There, I made oil pastel, so I don't have to worry about it sticking. Ooh, it's dark like the nighttime sky. Maybe my picture is a nighttime sky. A little darker over here too. Blend. There we go. A little more. And basically, that is how we're going to make our dandelion puff. You don't need to make the same as me. You can make more than one. You could make many. Somebody made a whole family of them in the other class. They said, I want a family of dandelions. And so that's what they did. Does mine look finished? Not yet. And remember what I said, if you wanted to make a border, you could just go like this, where you get close to the edge. But it's almost like, look at how I made a frame. Oops, hold on, let me move it over a teeny bit. Get over. You see how I kind of went close, but I didn't touch the end? I'm just kind of making a little frame. And it leaves a nice white border. I kind of like that look. I don't know if you do. But something to try if you want. Okay, so that's what we're working on here, our dandelion